Okay, hey guys, welcome to the show again. This is video number 5, I believe, a live stream. Wow, we've done quite a lot this day from not doing one. So this is the last segment of book reviews. 50 book reviews was the target. Now we've done 17. We've done 10 before that. We're going to be doing 23. Sometimes I need to just check my math. Okay, so 17 plus 23 plus 10 equals 50 books. So probably got some of them already here that we reviewed in the past video. You can probably check them out on the channel. It's going to be in display. Our guys going to be reading some of the other books that we did earlier on. Those are all the boxes, the books that we bought. They're done there. Yes, as you can see, that's my glass of wine. So let's get into series number 23. Now, the number 23 is a very interesting thing, but we'll have another video that's going to be explaining that a bit later on to you. So now that we've done 17 videos, I can push this little chair aside. I think I've earned the responsibility to have another chair to sit on. Okay, so he's there from the other live stream that we got muted, so we can't play any other music because we don't have a license to play all these cool tracks on the internet. So, but until then, let's get into the last stack of videos and movies and books. This one's going to be quite interesting. So let's gradually bring it closer. Klauser, Klauser, not the guy from the other team, but yeah. So this book has been covering all the other books, and I thought it's time now that I show you what we have in our collection. So My Last Supper, the next course, this is something that we'll read last. It looks very interesting. We'll get to that very later, much later. Okay, so I think the battery is quite charged. We've been going pretty live. We're on 100%. I'm going to be disconnecting from the power supply so we can be free to just share and talk. Hey, it's just you and us, just you and me, just you and me. Don't worry about it. Forget the world. Don't worry about all those people right now. I want you just to listen to about words from someone here in South Africa, and we're going to be sharing to you about some videos. So, first book I have here is Horace and Me, Life Lessons from an Ancient Poet. Yes, ancient philosophy and mythologically is not just a past fantasy, but it is truth. Civilizations that once lived before and left their legacies on, not by the statues that they have left, but by the books and messages and the institutions that still lay in society today. That is why with the technological revolution that we have, it is up to us to write the new institutions that are still yet to come, but while we still enjoy what we have today. Okay? We have the sun. We have the water. So this is a wise and witty revival of the Roman poet who taught us how to carpe diem, how to seize the day. How do we fill the void created by the excessiveness of a superficial society? How do we confront the inevitable of death? In Horace and Me, Life Lessons from an Ancient Poet, poet and critic Harry Ayres re-examines the Roman poet Horace's life, legacy, and verse with a light, ethereal touch deployed in new, fresh versions of some Horace's most famous odds and a keen critical eye. Ayres reveals a lively, relevant Horace whose society roamed at the dawn of the empire, in much more similar to our own that we might want to believe. So he was at the beginning of his time where things were progressing, So matendas for everybody, what I'm saying? Transactions and things were just taking place. Development and growth was needed to be done. The rise of society was at its core, and this is where we are right now with the technological age. For the first time since the age of Babylon, we have never been connected far greater than ever before. We have the internet, okay? You in a remote location, wherever you're in the world, if you listen to a South African right now, you've never had this. So that is why to ensure that we don't just have commercialized society just polluting the internet airways, we have to have established orders of great people speaking and educating. And if they are not as charismatic, I hope I'm a little bit charismatic. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Come on, this is the show. But you've gone to the point of now you can understand me, right? You know me for the truth and the messages that I share. So, Life Lessons from an Ancient Poet. It'd be great to get his poetry book. If any of you have that book, do share a poem, write in a comment below. That's what Horace and his friend had to say. So we'll just leave those books along the side. We have a lot of interesting things that we're trying to do here, so I'm just trying to catch you guys and keep things neat. Look, once I'm done with these videos, I'm out of here. I'm going home. Okay. Because if you probably read in the past book earlier on, I spoke about a book called The Night School, The Sleep Revolution. So I'm going to get as many hours of sleep that I can because I fly out for another city. Surprising my family, they don't know I'm coming. So it's going to be great. Let's get back to the books. Okay, we'll deal with that sort out later on. So next up we have in this book is Black Market Billions, How Organized Retail Crime Funds Global Terrorists. That's right. You buy that perfume on the road, you know what you're doing, son. This is, I guess it exposes and explains that in a bit more for detail, a bit more of an enlarged paradox and what the true secret world that there is out there for the fantasy. Right? You believe in mystical angels, right? You can believe that there is darkness as well. So, most people wouldn't think. Let me just pause right there with that one. Most people wouldn't think. Most people wouldn't think that buying an off-the-truck designer bag could fund terrorism. What? In my 3 decades of experience as a former detective investigator with the NYPD and now running a private investigative firm, I can say that Hitja Barak understands and explains why this is a dangerous mentality to have. In the Black Market Billions, she spells out why the mindset that a stolen designer handbag is a bargain disappears once you consider that your purchase may be funding a dealing organized crime group. Okay, so Thomas Ruskin, former NYPD detective investigator and president of the CMP Protective and Investigative Group Incorporated. Clearly, this O is not a fucking fantasy person. This shit is happening. So they read it, they've done it. So this looks very interesting. I got this from a more point of view to understand the consumerism mentality because e-commerce is up on the rise. That's right. E-commerce is up on the rise. Okay. Every time I'm talking about technology, guys get excited. Know what's going on. This is what we'll try and do. We'll try and keep it live and fun for you. Keep things eventful at this hashtag South Africa YouTube channel. So this is forever expanding. This is forever growing. Things are going to be getting far more interesting live on the internet. So all of my friends do know. That's a Drake song, by the way. I actually had my first USB found after a long time, put it in the car, listened to it on my way to buy all these tracks. So yeah, it's been quite an interesting yesterday. But guys, like I said, we're talking technology, we're talking the things that are happening right now. So keep in mind that whenever you hear the word technology, you think of something big. You know that this is changing. So e-commerce is pretty much you having the opportunity to transact some information, display your product, but ensure that you've got your export and your import ready, that you're able to get things done and moving and progressing. Okay. So, that's right. It's coming to you live again. The hashtag South Africa Show. We're doing it, talking to you about books, 50 books, done 17, getting on to 23. 10 was done in the first episode with some shout-out visitors. It's been a great show thus far. Good morning, South Africa. 1 o'clock, 12:59 a.m. Let's keep getting this thing going. So seeing that it is at night, a guide for the wakeful. This is interesting. So night is not what it used to be. In today's age, a 24/7 Twitter, smartphones under the pillow, and a car alarm, it is easy to forget the power, the fun, and the magic of what was once called the witching hour. That's so true. Discovers the joys and mysteries of the night with these 1 or 2 surprisingly witty and inspirational pieces on every subject under the moon, from the moths to meditations, badgers to budgers, hopkins to hedgehogs. At night is the perfect nocturnal companion, whether on the ramble through the sleeping city or on a journey in the furthest reaches of the past self. No self-respecting night owl should be without it. That's true. That's true. We've come a long way. We've come a long way from the nighttime. Come a long way, and we've actually forgotten what's actually happening out there in the internet, in the space. So, it's the night, birds, all these things out and about, owls are crane, but also what are some of the things that are happening in the night? This is a bit of an illustration of what's going on inside the book. A bit of a sound effect to give you an effect of what's going on at the night time. So, yeah, guys, the night is not normal nights anymore with us knowing the days that we live in, the lives that we live in. People all around the world communicated, connected, all jacked up, but not forgetting that these creatures, and not just these creatures, but the symbols that they carry, are still out there. Some of them are standing the day, some of them are also standing the night. So I posted a video on my personal YouTube channel and spoke about the people of the darkness and the ages. It's time that they come out from the darkness and we start to communicate, because this continued planet that we're in needs the ability of all of us to be united so that we may progress the transcendence of what needs to be done on planet Earth. We, the citizens, we are not the sheep. We are the leaders. We are the elders. This is a new day. I'm Conrad Travis David, founder, CEO, #South Africa. I'm just Conrad, transcending, moving, progressing. So that's a bit of a side note on that. I watched a documentary recently by Steve Aoki. I never knew he's Benny Hammer's son. No? Benny Hammer? Benny fucking Hammer? So that was very interesting. The first time I heard of Benny Hammer was in South Africa. I watched it on The Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio. And then now that we get to see it on his son, the transcendence, what it just showed me is like there are legends that are living right now. We have an ability to learn about them while they're still alive. They've got years ahead of them. We've only heard so much about people that died and what the great things they're doing. Now we have the ability to find people on the internet. Hey, shout outs to all these great people out there that have been following your shows and videos. And I would love to say your name, but we haven't done any endorsements, or we haven't chatted, just mainly from a sponsorship and corporate bullshit. But this is on my personal channel. I would share information, but nonetheless, let's move on. Now, notice every book I mentioned had some form of word about technology, the progression of society, and how the importance of how people are awakening. So look, not every book out there is going to have those type of context, but those are the books that I chose. Every book that you've seen here is based on my own choice. No one persuaded me to get them, even though I had a stare-down competition a few times with a few people over a few books and be like, hey, you done? Put that down. No? Look away. Okay, fine. Look at another book. See it. He puts it down. Then he puts it down. Then he picks it up and he looks at you. Then you know it's down. He knows that. Then you find another one in the cabinet. You're like, hey, you take that. I'll take this one. And then it moves on. So yeah, it's been quite a progressive way to get all these books. Next one is Inventing in the 21st Century. That's correct, guys. That's correct. If you don't know the dynamics, if you don't understand the rotations of the instrument and not just the planet, make it happen, make it happen, make it be that moment. The iPod MP3 player, Devin explains to you the modules of how it is to design, how to create wearable technology. That's correct. These are models for wearable technology. We can make these things happen. How the Nintendo Wii consoles instructions are here. You definitely going to be sure us at #South Africa is going to be expanding on this stuff once we secure some funding, but don't worry about that. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. So this is going to be quite an interesting read. It's going to be pretty fun. Praise for the previous book by Stephen, Inventing the 20th Century, okay? A brilliant book, which is an exciting reminder of our ingenuity. Well, get the book for yourself. It'll hold you for many hours. Well, clearly this book will be held in the internet space for many centuries, or many decades at least, or many years, months, or moments. How many views we get in the future, we will never know. So, cool. I hope you enjoy it. Inventing in the 21st Century. This is it. Moment captured. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. Viento sofelegrendo, palarianto, teledrecinto. I'm just moving my books around for a second. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. This is not just a floral wall and a floral couch and a guy just chilling, probably looking at flowers on a Pinterest page. This is about architecture. This is about ensuring that the presence you create in the offices you have creates a Zen-like environment. You know, right? This is home. Okay. You probably see my office. I might not have much, but I'm building it each day, every day to create that Zen appearance. All right. Our boardrooms are pretty jacked up. You've probably seen that. We've got a telepresence set up. I'll probably show you the videos of all our other positions and seating outside. Those are videos that's going to be uploaded probably tomorrow. Yes, every hour, I guess every 2 hours, there'll be a new video published on the page. So, Workforce, a better place to work. It's always about your location. Now, the cool thing about technology we have right now is augmented reality. So take a shot of an empty room, share that information, and people will be able to learn from you. And you can also plan out different things based on your budgetary requirements, what you can fit, what you can roll out right now. Augmented reality has that opportunity. Guys, this is technology. You might not have the budget to have all of these amazing office locations, but you can artificially create them in the meantime and enjoy some sort of Zen breakaway until you can have the real things in place. Once you make profit in sales, these are not just ideas, guys. If you're not economically doing this work, then you are going to be a 3, not a 1, not even a 2. You'll be a 3. Cool. So, art. Workforce, a better place to work. It's always about a better place to work. Create the environment. People, take care of your people, take care of your staff. They will take care of you. Warren Buffett said that. So I got a classic. I got the man himself, the Joker. Da-na-na-na. The Nicholson. Hey, Nicholson, 292. Got it for 35. Plus they even put you in a 50%. So, buddy, you don't know Jack. Okay? Let's pause and think about that for a second. You don't know Jack. You don't know Jack. You really don't. I should have paused with that one. You may think you do. He's the Joker. He's the crazy guy in The Shining, the wise guy in Chinatown, the anti-hero in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You've heard the line, "Here's Johnny, can't handle the truth." And you've seen him in public grinning and prancing and commanding the public stage the same way he's been commanding the screen for more than 50 years. At the Lakers games in the front row, at the Academy Awards, at some party or another, where he looks like he's having more fun than anyone else in the room. Jack the movie star, but there's a private Jack too, one you haven't seen, Jack at home, Jack the father, Jack the romantic, who in spite of all the womanizing has loved and lost and been hurt. Jack the serious actor who works enormously hard at all his roles. So, the Nicholson, a montage of time to be remembered, a man still alive right now. Early picture of Jack. Remember the last pictures of Jack in this book. He's there with Shaq. Even I would look excited standing next to Shaq. Be like, damn, I never knew that big. O'Neal. Hey, let's not forget this one. A few good gentlemen. Okay. What else? What else do we have for Nicholson? Okay. Pictures, choosing. These guys were disco, man. These guys were retro. They were doing things. They were just being at the point in time. Okay. The Nicholson, very unique. If he lived right now in our age and time, he would have definitely been Wolverine. Don't you think so? Definitely. Keeping it classy, keeping it chill, keeping it the American way. Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on, right on. So the Nicholson, that is his book is Montage, if you remember. As you can see, it's a black cover, a limited edition copy, so with red interior. So it already knows the future it has. Legend. This next book is about love. Yeah, All right, listen, I'm a guy and they have girly stuff, but I understand that to be romantic, you must understand the words of passion, you must understand the message. You know, always be able to woo your woman, guys, but most importantly, be able to speak from your heart and your passion. And if words find you short, well, then there's books like this to help you. But I believe in you. I know you have it in you. Even if you start it first, you'll get there, okay? Just keep trying. Love is an action verb. Damn right it is. You love a girl, you see a girl, you call a girl, message her, have a date. Start there. I've tried it a few times recently, but here I am. Lust is easy, love is hard. Like is most important. Very nice. Everybody needs a hug. It changes your metabolism. That's why they got those people up in New York and all around the world. Hey, free hugs. Take a time to snuggle with your partner before going to sleep at night and before getting up in the morning. Plan a romantic picnic just for the two of you. Oh, that's cool. C.S. Lewis said, affection is responsible for 9/10 of whatever solid and durable happiness there is in our lives. Shout out to our 11 minutes past 1, 11:11, 111, price of the book, all of those type of things. Talking about love, 111, new beginnings. I pray that you find the love of your life, your soulmate in your lifetime, that you will have happiness wherever you are, beyond technology and everything else. Just love for those people around you, and you will find the one that loves you, and hopefully that person will find you first. Or you just got to go out there and make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Don't Fail Love, the Book of Love. Oh, this book is pretty cool. I'm so excited. Can't deny it. So I grew up in a Christian biblical culture, but understanding now we have the world religions and everything that's going on, still keeping the principles and focus of the kingdom of God, but you have to understand all the other religions. So I read a book called Yoga for People Who Can't Be Bothered to Do It. Ain't gonna lie. Can't be bothered to do it, mainly because I ain't gonna be bending over and spinning nobody's ass. But you do what you gotta do, bruh. Maybe one day I might do a YouTube video of people trying to get me to do yoga. They'll be like, you lost your goddamn man, boy. All right, so what is this book? Part memoir, part travelogue, part philosophical treatise, part comic tour de force. If Hunter S. Thompson, now that's what got my attention when I saw the word Hunter Thompson. I don't even resist. You make reference to the king, man, I'll buy your book. Okay. All went on holiday together in the same body. Perhaps they could come up with something like this. This is the funniest book I have read for a very long time. People from Independent. Steve Martin, A Free Willingly, Baldly Elegant Tour of a Brilliant Mind. Okay. I'll take it from the Steve. Okay. That's the author. That's your moment, sir. Congratulations. Your book is now on the internet. Probably has been transcended, but it is seen here in South Africa. So yoga for people who can't be bothered to do it. Give it a try. Get in your lotus position. I'm a normal designer at heart. I love design. I love design. We have a few more books here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 13 more books to go. Book number 14. This is just a quick side note that this is inspiration. Okay, guys, be inspired. Go on Twitter. Follow us. We are #SouthAfrica. The technological age is expanding. The information is forever needed. So, Winning Portfolios for Graphic Designers. This is another book of interesting descent. It's ideas that produce results when you're starting out. Changing direction or finding a better job in the industry. So, everyone needs to have their own portfolio. Whatever you are, see how you can put it together. Wow. First impressions do matter, guys. First impressions do matter. So make sure that you leave a good first impression in the videos you have. Technology, guys, this is my first impression. This is me sharing with the world, expressing, giving all of myself in these videos. Not that no one is holding a gun to my head, but transcendence. Okay. So create your own graphic design portfolio online and in print. Essential for every business. Brand identity is key. Hashtag South Africa is some of the things we offer: brand identities and portfolio development. If you don't have a developed portfolio, this is something that we can do for you. But if not, go on YouTube, go on the internet, understand the basics. What are the 10 key steps for having brand identity? Look at what some of the greatest brands have done. We have the internet now to search and scour to find that information. The information has always been here. The most important part that people forget is how to make use of the search references. So refer correctly and you will find the answers. That is a message. The someday funnies. Okay, well, it's all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and oh yeah, wars and riots and assassinations and space stuff. Oh ho, 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 man, it's gonna be pretty cool. Comics about just about everything. So it's 129 original comic strips about the 1960s, written and drawn in the 1970s. A kaleidoscope view of the turbulent decade of 169 contributions from 15 countries. So this was probably funding down of things years ago, and then someone actually put them together. So yeah, this seems pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty interesting. I would love to go again to this book sale, but I have to fly out, so I guess I managed to get what I could. I think I've got a good selection. I hope you guys enjoy what you see. If you get a chance, check it out. So, in the 1970s, Michael Choquette was already reliving the 1960s. Hey, just living in the times. So it says in the bottom, flip through the damn book and I'll whoop you. Page by page, take your time. So, some comics, okay? So it's gonna take some time. Review comics are not just ridiculous things, these are stories, okay? These are people that took it to the next step, all right? That's why we got YouTube videos and all these things. So once people thought that this stuff was boring, it was not really boring. It was just meant for something for better time. This is a better time. That is why, please guys, your 12-second videos, make them so fun and comical for your clients, for your life, for your story. Share them more effectively. This is another story that you can also share on videos. Have a laugh, have a laugh. Have a laugh about life. Have a laugh, make something funny, okay? Not everything is the terms and conditions of the contractual obligations of blah, 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 blah. Just have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. So the someday funnies, we'll probably have a review of this later on, we'll see. So just leave that right there. We come to the old road, the Silk Road, the old international way of what's going to change, and with water, it's going to be that new progression. So this is kind of like the final frontiers of the oil empire, guys. These are books that are happening right now. So this book is pretty much about the oil road. Is an inspiring act of political cartography. The oil road is an inspiring act of political cartography. It makes chasteningly visible the means by which we blatantly consume the geology of elsewhere. So it's trying to pull resources from somewhere else to benefit another part of the continent. Meanwhile, that part of the continent is getting destroyed. So as global powers scramble for the loss of the world's diminishing resources, comes this book, well researched and written with empathy, integrity, and imagination. It is timely and much needed. This book is so masterful, so authoritatively researched, and so elegantly written that it succeeds in distilling a complex and changing carbon web of engineering companies, legal firms, and finances into an intimate and engaging personal story. Wow, okay, personal story. Now, exploration is going to continue to expand. And as we start to look at alternative ways to maximize the resources of Earth, like desalination and so forth, it's about exploration, all right? So we have now drones, okay? We also have oceanic drones that we can send past and record all this information and bring it back to us so we can analytically send man to do the things that needs to be done. On this Earth, we still have not discovered the deepest, darkest parts of our own oceans to show. That just tells you how much we still have to do on this planet. So let us not get consumed by the limitations of our consumer mentality and just receive whatever prices people charge us to make use of whatever simple products. Remember, Da Vinci invented an engine that ran on water, yet corporations bought it off. And it's still bought off till today and kept on pushed so that only supercars can enjoy it because they understand that they were given a certain period of time before they have to close down. But anyway, this is the oil road. I hope you find your Silk Road and expand your understanding of what is going on in the world. She finds me yet again. I thought this to be a good purchase. One day I would read it a bit more in depth, but today I'll just probably read a poem from it. It's called The Classic Love Poems, published, edited by Max Morris. Max Morris is clearly now the author of all these poems because these poems were classic love poems. So read something called The Anniversary. All right, all kings and all their favorites, all glory of honors, beauty's wits, the sun itself, which makes times as they pass, is elder by a year now than it was when thou I was first another saw. All other things to destruction draw. Okay, let's read something shorter. This poem is called Love Secrets. Okay, never seek to tell thy love, love that never told can be. For the gentle wind doth move silently, invisibly. I told my love, I told my love, I told her all my heart. Trembling, cold, in ghastly fears, she did depart. Soon after she was gone from me, a traveler came by, silently, invisibly. He took her with a sigh. I guess that was a bit of a sad story, but I guess many truth. We all had someone we once loved that had to leave, or we had to leave, yet we felt the pain for many years or time. So, to my dear and blah, 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 a red, red rose. This looks very interesting because it has kind of like a breakdown. I'll drink some red wine. Okay. Oh, my love's like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love's like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bony lass, so deep in love am I. And I will love thee still, my dear, till the seas gang dry. Till the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands o'er life shall run. And far through weal, O my love, and far through weal a while. And I will come again, my love, thou art where 10,000 miles. Very interesting. I always enjoyed like the Ronin, the 47 Ronin, and stories of people that ever waited and wondered. They said they will wait 4,000 years until they find you again. So whether you may be an old soul, a new one, or just born upon this earth, whatever it may be, may you enjoy love, find your love, and may you be love. This is another side book, We try and keep it relevant in #Love. We keep it fun. It doesn't always have to be about work, social media, and stuff, but the consumer of information. All these books will be made available. We will be continually adding to our collection. We'd like our guests to even come and give us a book or give us something. We will be showing them all these type of things. So let's get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10th book. Before we end the show, Decoding the New Consumer Mind, how and why we shop and buy. So I've always advocated in these videos past about consumer mentality and how we need to break the structures of how we once lived, or else you will not embrace what is to come. Or it will happen, but don't just be that spectator in society. You can choose to be a part of it, contribute to it, and benefit. Look, I'm in this for the long haul, right? So my words and messages will be there forever, wherever and ever. In the world of shopping, Decoding the New Consumer Mind will make waves. This important book explains it all, uncovering where we are going and showing how individuals and companies can advance their offerings as well as their bottom lines. A decade of swift and stunning change has profoundly affected the psychology of how, when, and why we shop and buy. In Decoding the New Consumer Mind, award-winning psychologist shares surprising insights about the new motivations and behaviors of shoppers, taking marketeers where they need to be into the deeply psychological and often unconscious relationships that people have with products, retailers, marketing, communications, and brands. Drawing on hundreds of consumer interviews and shop-alongs, Yara reveals the trends that define our transformed behavior. For example, when we shop, we show greater emotionally hunting for more intense experiences and seeking relief and distraction online. A profound sense of isolation and individualism shapes the way we express ourselves and connect with brands and retailers. Neurologically, neurological research even suggests that our brains are rewired, altering what we crave, how we think, and where our attention goes. That's so true in how society has pushed us to different things like cigarettes and certain pharmaceutical drugs and just Coca-Cola and drinks and whatever. Nothing but old-fashioned H2O is always good. Wine's just always been around for centuries. So we determine what's going to be the future, right? So all these commercials we create now, going forward, YouTube, all these new advertising concepts that we produce out there, understanding the technological age and the connected planet policies that will be written at national, international, institutional levels. But until then, be the Freemasons that you are and share effectively the content more organized. Okay, isolation and individualism, very interesting. Don't get so caught up in the digital space that you forget to live, forget to see things. That's why I'm going away on a holiday tomorrow. This is my hard work right now, sharing this content with everyone. So one country that's always been close to my heart, and I found this book and I was like, what? Don't even question about it, you purchase it. So let us go and find something very interesting. Yes, Parolo Coniata. Let's see another one. So, Alfred, where's Alfred? I need Alfred. I need a butler to guide me to read this and educate myself more effectively. I'm so used to video translations like Mi Bella. Da umo, mantra, manual, manually, manualmente, manually, manualmente, manufacturing, industrial, manipulator, manipolatore. Okay. Proud. Orgolicio. Proudly. Orgogolio. So a lot of these words need to be unpacked and understood. But in the connected planet that we now have technology that's able to listen into a conversation. We have an earpiece in your ear, and within a few seconds, it can translate what the person's saying. We haven't really perfected it as yet. And I say I talk about the technological age that we're living in. It hasn't been perfected and shared as yet, but it will be. And that's why the information will be shared more easier. But until then, we've got to go and translate and learn the languages so we don't lose the plot. Okay, so augmented reality as well. You can hold up a phone, be like, what does that sign say? Flips it into English, okay. That's a bar, I'm going inside. No. Or, all those different types of things. Understand, expand. The revolution will not be televised. Okay, great. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have 8 books left. I ain't shitting you. I didn't throw anything aside. It's been a pretty cool show. I hope you're having fun with reviewing. So this next book, if you looked at my personal YouTube channel, you will understand this next book and how exciting it is for me to share it, because this is the Time Travel Handbook, How to Be the Best in Time and Space. So the truth is out there and it is happening. Okay. Take a tumble through time with this amazing handbook and fit in any time, any place, anywhere. Find out how to tackle the Trinoceros and roast rodents with a Roman. Discover how to survive the sinking of the Titanic. Beat the rest, be the best in the history of the world. Pretty smart read, pretty smart book, pretty ways to probably make it happen. How to join the American Gold Rush. Okay, how to find things, how to evacuate in World War II. Okay, how to make a papyrus in ancient Egypt. You want to die during your time travel, right? But very interesting book. I hope you enjoy the world that is time travel, time travel, time travel. So give that a read. Time travel laws, books, videos, all these things are already circulating on the internet. You go do your research, you understand what's going on. This is just a written copy which was released and publicated. So shit, people can get a book published. Shit. Pushing the envelope, okay? Always about pushing the envelope. Always about making things happen even though it wasn't received. Making sense of business jargon. Very interesting book. Look at the vast numbers of words and phrases from the world of business that have entered the language, where they came from, how they are used and misused. Reveal some surprisingly and intriguing connections between business and the words of sports. So, feel away now, feel away. Going forward, we'll be looking at how we can improve things going forward. That's always been said. Oh, in this meeting, we'll discuss about how we'll be going forward. Sometimes people just use these jargons and they don't know what they're doing. Okay, so another one is when people say, this is a pretty interesting one that I passed. Reinventing the wheel. How many times have people heard that? Let us not reinvent the wheel. Is by definition an unnecessary thing to do, as the wheel was invented at least 5,500 years ago and was known to civilizations across Europe and Asia. Yet there are always those who don't trust the work of their predecessors or colleagues, to whom the words pragmatism and just get on with it are unknown. They waste time, effort, and resource running around in circles, appropriately enough given what they are trying to reinvent in order to arrive. Exhausted deadlines missed and budgets exceeded exactly where they started. The expressions had been around since 1950s. The concept of the hair-tearing frustration of those who do understand pragmatism and getting on with it is timeless. No, just get on with it. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. That's why some systems and things always work and communications always happen. Like, writing on the wall. Okay, let's create Facebook. Let's write on someone's wall. Things progress like it. Tulsa, getting the internet shared with everyone. All of that's it's all about change. So this next book is called In 100 Years. That's right, in 100 years. Just stick it, maybe just to come off, All of my friends. Okay, maybe I'd like to keep the sticker back on. Try to fix it. Okay. Leading economists predict the future. Now, I really enjoyed the synopsis of this book because then I read it just before I purchased it. It said, this pitchy and engaging volume shows that economists may be better equipped to predict the future than science fiction writers. That was the first part that captivated me. Okay, so the pitchy and engaging volume shows that economists may be better equipped to predict the future than science fiction writers. Economists' ideas, based on both theory and practice, reflect their knowledge of the laws of human interaction, as well as years of experimentation and reflection. Although perhaps not as screenplay ready as a work of fiction, these economists' predictions are ready for their close-ups. In this book, 10 prominent economists, including Nobel laureates and several likely laureates, offer their ideas about the world of the 22nd century. In scenarios that range from the optimistic to the godly gloomy, these thinkers consider such topics as the transformation of work and wages, the continuing increase in the equality, the economic rise of China and India, the endlessly repeatingly cycle of crisis, and recovery the benefits of technology, the economic consequences of political extremism, and the long-range effects of climate change. For example, the author offers a thoughtful discussion of how trends of the last century, including uneven growth, technological integration, and resource scarcity, might translate into the next. 2030 Nobelist provides an innovative view of the future's risk management methods using information technology. 2012 Nobelist projects his theory of matching markets into the next century, focusing on schools, jobs, marriage, and family and medicine. 1987 Nobelist considers the shift away from remunerated labor, along other subjects, and Martin raises the intriguing but alarming possibility of using geoengineering techniques to mitigate the inevitable effects of climate change. In 1930 essay mentioned by several contributors, Economic Possibilities for Our Grandchildren, John Mayer and Keyes offered public predictions that read today range from absolutely correct to spectacularly wrong. This book follows in Keynes' path, hoping perhaps to better his average. So there's always been predecessors that always try to push to say where society is going to be going to. And I would rather take some of this advice from these economists, based on what I read in the synopsis, but also I would not push aside all those pioneers that are doing the things out there in the marketplace. So quite a few people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wow, 10 bright minds in one room to discuss, to get one book published about the next 100 years. This is surely going to be a very interesting read when we do get a time. Like I said, this is a hardcover, so this is what it'll look like in 100 years, this book. Very interesting. So this next book is called Crude Oil, The Violent Twilight of Oil. So, yeah. The clarity of hard-boiled investigators and the grace of fine writer Peter reveals how oil has cursed the countries that possess it, corrupted those who want it, and wrought havoc on the world addicted to it. Brilliant and compelling. Very brilliant and compelling. Compelling. You can compare. There's another book on oil. Guys, I just brought it mainly from the point of understanding. This next book is very interesting because we have 3 books left. Yes, 3 books left. South Africa, 20 years of success, government, and business. South Africa is transcending to a very interesting point in time in society. So this book, no matter how it is mentioned, look at that. Okay, look at that. That is Archbishop Desmond Tutu overlooking Cape Town. So, taking South Africa to new heights, we have something called the National Development Plan. It is a future plan South Africa adopted by all sectors of government, opposition, and the current. So those things are happening, guys. So the next book is very interesting because I really enjoy numbers and digital and technology. As you can see, it is already a little bit damaged because there were a few people that tried to purchase it. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's normally one I had for my basic Wi-Fi passcode in my old apartments. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 9, 10 is here. Okay, so numbers in graphic design. Numbers are very important. It's how information is transcended. It's how information is read. It's how you get people to read your content. So when you're developing apps, you're developing maps, you're developing understand the numerological system of planet Earth, currently its current state, its progression, its evolution, and how information can be shared more effectively. those notes that I shared to you are my own. This book looks pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty fun when we have our own table discussions with our designers. That looks like aluminum light. It is. It is. It's a light. The light changes to reveal the time. So different ways that you can share and expand on the information out there. So that's also different designs to portray different numbers. It's also something to enjoy. Lights on the digital light board, pretty fun, pretty cool. This book is going to be awesome. Content creation, content curation, very important, very key. Those are the type of things that needs to be shared more effectively. So, yep. I hope you've been enjoying the show. I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I do this not for anything else, but simply mainly because it's my gift. It's my passion. I enjoy it. I enjoy just being me. It's just me out there. And I'm successful with the things I do, and I would get better assets as I continue to transcend. And here's to the future. Here's to the future. Simply good food, okay? Simply a good food. This is Neil Perry. I enjoy the book because of its graphic photography content of how food is captured, mainly, and they also have quite very interesting recipes that are quite amazing. I would love to read you these recipes, but you can imagine that I have been doing this since 7 o'clock, and it is now 20 to 2 in the morning here in South Africa. Mexican feasts. Food books are quite important. Like I reiterated earlier on, guys, YouTube, search for videos, find Facebook videos, look at restaurants and places with the ideas and concepts. Do a live stream from your kitchen if you have to. Share that content. Show people the experience of the culture and the presence and the preservation until we can have senses of smell to be transferred on these devices that we have, or psychologically create them with artificial intelligence. But natural, let's love our natural until the end of our time. We are mankind, we are the human race, and we love food. Final book is 007, a James Bond novel, okay? William Bode, Solo. The plan could have nothing to do with him or the service. It had to be wholly unauthorized. Bond smiled to himself in the darkness of his room. He knew what he had to do. Hey, the Bond, the James. It's going to be an interesting read. Grew up reading Ian Fleming novels. I had to make sure that this was a Bond book, and it was. Did a bit of research. This is from the collection. James Bond novels: Casino Royale, Live and Let Die, Moonraker, Diamonds Are Forever, From Russia with Love, Dr. No, Goldfinger, For Your Eyes Only, Thunderball, The Spy Who Loved Me, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, You Only Live Twice, The Man with Golden Gun, Octopussy and Living Daylights, The Diamond Smugglers, Thrilling Cities, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. This is Solo. So let's read a quick caption if you can. He rounded a bend and saw that thatched conical roofs of a small village half a mile further on. He found a heavy stick to use as a makeshift weapon. Of course, he's fucking James Bond, an advanced casualty down the road towards the mud huts. So this is gonna be a fun read. I'm gonna love this. Is gonna one. I think I'm gonna read this like now. So thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the YouTube channel show. Thank you for being part of Hashtag South Africa. It's been awesome. Thank you that I'm able to live stream and share all this content. And it's done, guys. That's it. We've made it. 50 books.